Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today I kind of want to talk about the whole situation going on with Twitter. I know, especially if you've used the platform in the last, 24 hours or so, right? Like, shit's been kind of hitting the fan, people are pretty upset, there's like a lot of controversy around basically just what Elon Musk is doing in this recent temporary change right now. This has become super huge because honestly, I don't really recognize any time that a social media platform's done something like this. Now, I've been using social media for 15 years at this point plus. I mean, pretty much a good portion of my life, right? And I cannot recall one time ever where Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat, YouTube, whatever it may be, right, have all ever been actively trying to limit how much people on their platform use the platform. But that's kind of what Elon Musk recently announced, right? The whole term rate exceeded thing that's been going on Twitter. So over the last day or two, there's been a massive Twitter revolt kind of forming because people are upset over Elon Musk's recent announcement now. So in this tweet, Elon Musk yesterday announced, to address extreme levels of data scraping and system manipulation, we've applied the following temporary limits. Verified accounts are limited to reading 6,000 a day, unverified accounts to 600 a day, and new unverified to 300 a day. You see Mr. Beast responding, but that's not really important. It's just part of the screenshot. So let me go ahead and give a little bit of context behind this tweet because I feel like a lot of people really kind of misunderstand what this is all really about, right? So Elon Musk, and I'm assuming some people in his team are worried that basically competitors and people outside of Twitter are able to scrape quote-unquote Twitter for data and able to manipulate the systems that they have in place to basically see how Twitter operates, pull data from it, basically intrude in ways that they're not really supposed to or in ways that Twitter really doesn't want people doing. And so they applied temporary limits because I guess how this scraping is done, people will create a Twitter bot, right? It'll go through, it'll scan all of these posts that it sees, and it'll scrape whatever data that it's looking for out of these posts. And so by putting this limit in place, it prevents people, or I should say these bot farms, from creating new accounts and whatnot constantly and just scanning through and scraping up all this data. But what it also does, obviously, is it prevents pretty much everybody on Twitter from using the platform as much as maybe they would want to. Now, verified accounts are people pretty much with Twitter Blue or that have been verified directly by Twitter for whatever reason. So essentially pay $8 a month and you can see way more posts than everybody else can. The unverified accounts are just normal accounts that, haven't paid for Twitter Blue and aren't celebrities or whatever, and the new unverified ones are people who just signed up, right? So since then, the terms have been upgraded. I believe now verified accounts can see 10,000 posts a day, and unverified can see 1,000 a day, and then if they're new, they can see 500 a day. But this has been super controversial because it's essentially Twitter putting a lock on how many posts you can actually see on the platform per day. Now, there's been two kind of distinct responses here. On one hand, people, I would say the majority of people think that this is a very moronic, very stupid, very just unnecessary change being made to address this issue. I'm certain, right, that there has to be other solutions in place that don't involve making the platform harder to use in order to combat this problem, right? But then on the other hand, you have people who are defending Elon Musk, and they're not really defending the decision itself, they're just more or less defending Elon Musk's reputation. In my opinion, it's just so fucking cringe, and I'll talk about that here in a little bit. But first, I want to talk about why this is a stupid fucking decision, since some people are trying to make this about what it's not, and they're trying to pretend, oh, I don't get why people are so mad. Just go outside, right? Okay. Well, for people like me, using Twitter is a pretty significant part of my job, right? I make commentary videos online, right? I report on situations that are evolving in real time sometimes. I use Twitter as an information source to help get things for videos. So literally all this does is prevent me from doing my job. And people go, oh, you get 600 posts a day if you're unverified. Well, I did a little basic mental math, right? Now I have an iPhone. I looked at my iPhone while I was scrolling Twitter, and I realized that at any given time on my phone, there are anywhere from 3 to 4 individual tweets pulled up. So just sitting there idling Twitter, not even scrolling through, there's 3 or 4 posts. posts. If you scroll once, there's 3 or 4 brand new posts. So like every time I scroll on my phone, I'm using like 3 or 4 of those posts, right? Just to scroll. Not even to like fucking potentially read the post, right? Like just to scroll the app. Now, I am a verified account because I have Twitter Blue. Once again, I'll talk about that here in a minute too, because I got some fucking qualms about that I want to address. But I just don't see why people who pay to use a platform should be limited in how much they get to use it, right? Like I'm paying you $8 a month to help support the growth and facilitate the growth of Twitter, and you're actively limiting how much I can use that. So this is like, I guess, buying an unlimited pass at the movie theater, right? Like, oh, I want to support this fucking movie theater. I want to get the popcorn or whatever too, whatever comes with it, right? And you go up there, you go to the cinema a few times a week, and you know, maybe this is your like, I don't know, 8th or 9th movie of the month, and they're like, oh, sir, sorry, due to people fraudulently obtaining the card somehow to basically get this membership, we've decided to limit your unlimited movie access to 5 movies a month. Like, it's just fucking stupid. Now, let me go ahead and explain something quite fucking simple, I feel like, right? Now, like, I don't think this is hard to grasp. Like, it's so fucking simple, it kind of pisses me off having to re-explain this to people, right? But let's go ahead and talk about how free social media websites like Twitter make money, right? So, there's a good saying I think people should really take on more. If you're not paying for a digital product, you are the digital product. So yeah, you may not have to pay for Twitter outright unless you want to get Twitter Blue, but your data being on Twitter and whatnot is definitely making them fucking money, right? So you being on the platform, you viewing ads constantly, things like that, that's what generates these social media platforms revenue, right? So ideally, if you're Elon Musk and you're trying to turn Twitter valuable, considering you paid, oh, I don't know, 44 fucking billion with a B dollars, which is a money amount higher than some countries' entire GDPs, you would think, right, like, man, I really kind of want to make this more profitable, right? I want to make my fucking money back, man. You don't do that by limiting how much people can use the fucking platform, right? So Elon is trying to make this platform profitable, trying to make it make money, right? So his idea is to then limit how much people can use the platform and to prevent this one offhand issue that every other fucking website on the internet's dealt with without limiting their website. So he is actively working against himself in a way and making the platform harder for everybody to use, and in turn making it less profitable for the time being. It's just fucking nonsense. It's just fucking stupid. This is like McDonald's limiting you to how many chicken McNuggets you can order at the drive-thru, bro. Like, Twitter's #1 product is free content, right? Is free social media. And so let's go ahead and make that harder to access, right? Let's go ahead and make that harder to use. Let's make an unpopular decision, right? I don't know. Unfortunately, though, you have what I like to call the Musk dick riders that are just fucking just happy, right, that he would make this kind of decision, because any decision that King Elon makes to these guys is the right decision. So let me go ahead and break this down for you. There's a certain subgroup of people online, right, who I would say are kind of like Redditors, if that makes sense, you know, like they probably got the little like neck beard, fucking big thick rimmed glasses, their little fedora, right, watching their Elon Musk inspirational quote videos all day. Now they see Elon Musk as like some sort of fucking like champion, right? Like, this guy builds rocket ships, he runs Twitter, you know, he knows what Doge is. This guy's the fucking coolest, right? So to them, they're like, oh, I relate to this guy because he uses the funny Doge memes. You know, he likes Reddit just like me, bro. He's a nerd too, dude. And so to them, right, they don't have a lot of self-purpose. So what they do is they like live vicariously through this like ultra wealthy billionaire who probably would wipe his ass with their shirt if he saw them in the street and took a shit, because that's how little they fucking mean to him. But since, you know, they fucking love this dude, right, like they don't hop off his sack. Any decision he makes, that's a dub, bro. So when Elon limits how much you can use the platform, right, all of a sudden, oh, well, Elon just wants us all to go outside. You know, Elon just, you know, he wants us to touch grass. As if these people are ever in a position to where they'll go outside and touch grass, right? Like, none of these fucking people have any idea what they're talking about. I don't even know if they realize the shit that they say doesn't make sense. Elon Musk is not trying to get you to go outside and touch grass, you fucking idiot. And even if he was, you wouldn't. So please stop saying this corny shit. Please stop trying to be funny, because you're not. And I get it. Oh, Elon, he said it, dude. Elon joked about it. So I'm like, yeah, I get it, dude. You're fucking king. Your band director, whatever, fucking, you know, made a corny joke, bro. But let's not go ahead and get this mixed up and pretend that this is what this is all about. That is not the case. Because you going outside makes him less money. It's that simple. You going outside and rejoining the free world makes him not as rich. He literally runs a fucking internet service provider. His entire, like, humor and personality is based off the fucking internet and Redditor humor. He literally runs Twitter now and is trying to make it profitable. This guy doesn't want you going outside, so please shut the fuck up. It is okay to just say, oh yeah, Elon made a fucking completely stupid decision. But to these people, like, the idea of Elon being wrong is just not possible because, you know, he runs Tesla and SpaceX, you know, and Starlink. He's got projects, bro. He also has a lot of money, so that makes him right every single time. Like, it's just so fucking pathetic. And, you know, to wrap this up, you might be like, oh, well, Optimus, why do you pay for Twitter Blue if you have so many problems with the platform and so many problems with Elon Musk? Okay, well, I'll go ahead and bite, right? The reason I bought Twitter Blue is because, I don't know, I think it was maybe last October, like right when Elon really took over, I guess, on the platform and like started making some decisions and whatnot, right? He announced that there was going to be an expansion on Twitter where essentially they were going to try and make like a video platform. They were going to try and compete with YouTube, right? They were going to let creators like me, if you paid for Twitter Blue, upload like 30 minutes or however, like 2 hours, I think now, of HD video. And they were going to work on an infrastructure to help creators be able to monetize their content on Twitter, right? So by paying $8 a month, I would have had the opportunity to expand my business to a whole new platform with hundreds of millions of monthly users and whatnot with all this infrastructure, and I would be able to expand my income from doing this. So to me, $8 a month, not too much of a fucking sacrifice if I have the opportunity to make a shit ton of money from it, right? By, you know, working it as part of my brand, right? But no, of course, none of those features have ever come along. And on top of that, there's been no news. Like, Elon hasn't even, I don't think, mentioned them fucking once since this, right? He was all aboard, you know, there was going to be new updates on this whole situation with creators soon, where they were going to announce their monetization system and how they were going to piece this all together. But that's now been, what, over half a year ago since he talked about this? And there's been no announcement whatsoever. There's been no update. There's been no cancellation. Nothing. Like, he literally just fucking abandoned the idea and just stopped talking about it. So that's why I bought Twitter Blue. And that's also why I am considering getting rid of Twitter Blue. And I have been for the last few weeks. And the more that this platform continues to go in this direction of just fucking stupidity, the more I'm like, I really don't want to pay $8 a month for this. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're brand new around here on the channel, follow me over on Twitter and Twitch at @SubToOptimus. Make sure to check out Shoptimus down below. Thank you to my Watch Optimus subscribers. Your support helps the channel tremendously. And until my next video, guys, this is Optimus, well, talking about Elon Musk's dumbest decision yet, and signing out.